turn into the corner. On point, on the line. I mean... So hello folks, how are you doing? We are sitting in the new S5. I would even say this is actually a new car almost from a technical perspective, although it's only a model year change, but there are so many little enhancements, let's say making this car better and more special than the previous model year, that I would always say it's almost kind of a facelift from a technical, from a driving perspective, because this is more or less, let's say, one episode of Audi is listening to customers. First of all, because they're making their cars more dynamic. I mean, we drove the S5 before and we were already, let's say, pretty amazed by how good it drives and how good it is. But they have really done something very, very nice with this car, because they added a dynamic plus mode. This is what we have right here. That means you can go to dynamic mode and then also hit the dynamic plus mode. In dynamic plus mode, it's a mode that is still allowed on public roads. I mean, we are driving this car now on a test track, because you can see this is, let's say, a test vehicle, and it's a prototype, so it's pre-production. Everything that you see in here is not the final version, but nevertheless we will kick it off with a short acceleration 0 to 100, which should be more or less the same as what we have known, and then also do dynamic driving with a bit more spirited drifting. Something you heard in the beginning is already that the backfires are sounding even louder and better in this car than they were sounding in the previous version. I don't know why, but the gear shifting, the engine mapping, and yeah, everything more or less feels sharpened up. I mean, this feels like an S5 Plus, you could even say, due to that dynamic plus mode, which it's going to the dampers, going to the ESC settings, going to the torque differential in the back, and also influencing, it seems like influencing the engine mapping and the throttle response in the end. In the wet with winter tires, keep that in mind. 4.6 seconds, and we even have an uphill run. I'm not sure what the numbers were with the other ones, but this is an Avant version, so a bit of a heavier version with the, let's say, not ideal situation. I think 4.6 is quite nice. Let's do it one more time here. Even more uphill run, 5.3 seconds in a 0.3 uphill run, so that's like 4.4 or something like that in the wet. Wow, that's quite astonishing. So let's now do some more spirited driving, and the interesting part is that we actually won't do it in manual mode, because the automatic shifting is such good in that dynamic plus mode. I mean, you don't want to shift manually. If you get into the corner and just yeah, steer into the corner just a bit, the car is sliding so much more easily. And also driving around that corner, you just hit the gas. Look at this. I mean, everybody can slide it, everybody can drive it. And yeah, keep in mind, this is not the RS5 yet. I'm amazed. Actually, it works a bit different to what, let's say, a regular car would be. You would go into the corner like this. Here you just turn it on and just mash the throttle, and even a faster power slide will work. I mean, very nice. And still, I mean, we are in wet and slippery conditions. Quattro works well, and this is even available on public roads, and it's allowed to drive it on public roads. So a very, very nice setup to bringing a very sharp sportiness into the S5 that, yeah, as said, feels like a facelifted version already, although the car just got out. I mean, get into this corner, easily to steer. I mean, this is a 100 km/h slide, and it, yeah, easy just like that. We will do a sharper corner here and see how it works. I'm not shifting because it's just working so good. Just turn into the corner. on point, on the line. I mean, yeah. So one more corner, just getting into the corner. Yeah. Even if you do want... I mean, whenever did we have such fun in an Audi S5? I mean, this is the everyday sports car that you want. You can do Autobahn rides. Yeah, a bit too much steering from my end, and honestly. And you have to get used to this maneuver that you steer into the corner and just more or less do it too sharp, and then you open the steering compared to the other way around in other cars where you usually get, let's say, a straight steering. But here it's like the same way. Yeah. Okay, I mean, in the end, it's only an S5 with 367 HP, and of course you could say if the RS5 is coming with 500 HP or even more than that, it's probably a lot easier. But yeah, quite an astonishing experience here, and also some other parts in the infotainment will be shown later. Maybe I will put that into the video as well. So yeah, thank you Audi for giving us the opportunity to test such really, really valuable improvements of the cars that early. I mean, look at that here. And yeah, the second part, manual mode is manual mode in the end. It's not upshifting automatically. I mean, I can't stop. I mean, this in an S5 with one hand. Okay, let's do cool down. Let's get to the other cars. Really looking forward to show you the other stuff that is coming here from the Audi side.